Dearest soul, you are far more powerful than you have ever imagined. Within you lies an infinite creative force, one that responds not to effort, but to energy, not to struggle, but to faith. If you've ever wondered whether it's possible to manifest multiple blessings at once, love, health, wealth, peace, the answer is a gentle and resounding yes. You are not limited. Life is not a queue where you must wait your turn. The universe does not say one dream at a time. It says, as you believe, so shall you receive. Today, let us awaken your inner power to align with the flow of multiple manifestations at once, with ease, with joy, and with grace. Everything begins with belief. Before anything can appear in your physical reality, it must first be born in the quiet chambers of your mind and heart. Belief is the soil in which all manifestations grow. Without it, even the most beautiful desires wither before they can bloom. With it, doors open, paths clear, and life begins to respond in miraculous ways. You see, your outer world is a mirror of your inner world. If you believe that you are undeserving, the universe will reflect that belief, not because it is unkind, but because it is obedient. Life listens to the energy you project. It listens not only to your words, but to your deep inner convictions. When you believe something with all your heart, the universe cannot help but echo it back to you. Often we are taught to look for evidence before we believe. We wait for things to happen, for people to show up, for the money to arrive, before we dare to trust that it's possible. But this is not how the laws of creation work. Creation responds not to doubt, but to knowing. You must believe before you see. You must feel worthy before it arrives. You must act as though it is done, even while it is still invisible. Belief is a choice. It is something you cultivate like a garden, and sometimes that means we must unlearn what we've been taught. Many of us have been conditioned to expect the worst, to prepare for disappointment, to believe that good things are for others, not for us. But this is not truth. This is programming. And the beautiful thing about belief is that it can be rewritten at any moment. You are not stuck with the beliefs you were given as a child. You are not bound by the limitations others placed on you. Your power lies in your ability to choose again, to say to yourself, I believe in my healing. I believe in my abundance. I believe in love, joy, peace, and success, because I am worthy of it all. And yes, at first it may feel like you're lying to yourself. That's only because the old beliefs have been practiced for so long, but repetition is how the mind learns. Speak your new beliefs every day. Write them. Say them out loud. Whisper them to yourself before you fall asleep. Affirm them with conviction. You are not pretending. You are reprogramming. You are creating a new mental reality that will soon become your physical experience. You may ask, but what if I don't fully believe yet? That's okay. Begin where you are. Belief does not require perfection. It simply requires willingness, a spark, a little opening. The tiniest seed of faith is enough to move mountains when nurtured with love. The key is to gently turn your focus from what isn't working to what can work, from fear to possibility, from lack to abundance, from doubt to trust. When you believe in your dreams, you create a vibration that calls them to you. You become a magnet to the very things you used to chase. Belief does not chase, it attracts. It draws in what belongs to it. Belief whispers, I don't need to know how. I just know it's coming. And in that knowing, you relax, you release, and you allow. Belief is the invisible foundation beneath every visible success. It is what sustains you when there are no signs yet. It is what keeps you going when others doubt you. And the most important belief of all is not about the goal, it's about you. Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are enough? Because when you do, everything else falls into place. No dream is too big when your belief is strong. No healing is too far when your heart is open. No timeline is too short when you trust in the flow of life. The universe does not operate by logic. It operates by energy. And belief is one of the highest energies there is. So begin now, right where you are. Close your eyes and see the life you want to live. Not someday, not later, now. Feel it, own it, breathe it in. Say to yourself, I believe I am worthy of all that I desire. I believe that life supports me in every way. I believe that everything I ask for is already on its way. And watch how, slowly but surely, the world begins to shift. Not because you forced it, but because you aligned with it. Because belief is not something you chase, it is something you become. You are not asking for too much. You are not dreaming too big. You are remembering who you are. A powerful creator, a divine being. And when you believe in yourself, the entire universe rises to meet you. What you feel, you attract. What you embody, you receive. The universe does not respond to desperation or longing. It responds to energy. And the most powerful energy you can hold is the feeling that what you desire is already yours. Not someday, not in the future, but now in this present moment. When you align with the feeling of already having it, you step into the frequency of fulfillment. You shift from being someone who is waiting, wishing, and wondering to someone who is living, receiving, and allowing. It's a gentle yet profound shift. You no longer ask, when will it happen? Instead, you say, thank you, it's already mine. Everything you desire has a vibration. Love has a feeling. Abundance has a feeling. Health, joy, peace, freedom. Each one carries its own emotional signature. Your job is to match that signature, to feel now what you think you'll feel then. Because when you do, you collapse time. You draw your desires to you not through force, but through alignment. Take a moment and imagine the life you dream of. Really see it. Close your eyes and step into it. What does it feel like to wake up in that reality? What emotions are present? Is it peace, confidence, joy, safety, gratitude? Let those feelings rise in your body now. Don't wait until the physical evidence arrives. Let yourself feel it now, fully, deeply, sincerely. This is not pretending. This is creation. This is how reality bends around belief. You are not lying to yourself. You are speaking truth into form. Everything begins as energy, and the moment you feel it, you signal to the universe, I am ready, I am aligned, I am in tune with my desire. The mind may resist, it may say, but it's not here yet. It's okay. Gently remind your mind that feelings are more powerful than facts. Remind it that you're not denying your current reality. You're simply choosing to create a new one. Over and over again, remind yourself, how would I feel if it were already done? Didn't feel that. This practice is not meant to be effortful. It is meant to be joyful. Think of it as a beautiful game you get to play with the universe. You are not faking, you are focusing. And whatever you focus on expands. So focus on fulfillment. Focus on completion. Focus on how good it feels to already be there. You do this with imagination, with gratitude, with embodiment. You walk differently. You speak with more certainty. You carry yourself as someone who knows that life is unfolding in perfect divine timing. Even if nothing around you has changed yet, you walk in faith. Because the truth is, your energy has changed, and that is where manifestation begins. When you wake up in the morning, before you reach for your phone or remember your to-do list, pause and feel. Feel the version of you who already has the love, the abundance, the success. Smile as if your wish has already come true. That smile sends ripples through your body and out into the field of creation. Throughout the day, return to this state. If you start to worry or doubt, gently shift. Breathe. Ask yourself, how would I feel if it were already done? And then allow yourself to feel that way for just a moment longer. Eventually, those moments will string together into minutes and then hours and then a new way of being. This is how you become the version of you who is ready to receive. It's not about being perfect. It's not about staying high vibe every second. It's about returning again and again to that feeling of alignment. It's about choosing the emotion of your future more often than the emotion of your past. Because every time you choose joy over fear, gratitude over lack, trust over worry, you are sending a signal to the universe. More of this, please. And the universe always responds. So remember, you don't need to wait. You don't need to struggle. The life you desire is not far away. It is right here, just beyond the veil of disbelief. When you drop the resistance and sink into the feeling of already having it, you dissolve the veil. You move from hoping to knowing, from wanting to receiving. You are not meant to chase your dreams. You are meant to become the version of yourself who lives them. Let your energy lead. Let your feelings guide you. Let your heart open to the joy that is already here. Feel it now, and life will follow. There comes a moment on the journey of manifestation when you must stop asking and begin allowing. So many people remain in a constant state of asking, repeating affirmations, scripting desires, setting intentions again and again. And while it is beautiful to be clear about what you want, there's a delicate point where asking turns into begging, where desire becomes anxiety, where wanting turns into a signal that says, it's not here yet. You don't have to keep asking for what's already been given. Once you've spoken your desire, once you've declared it with clarity, with love, with belief, it is done. It has been heard. The universe is not deaf. It is precise, it is responsive, and it always delivers in the most perfect way at the most perfect time. So now your role shifts. You are no longer the one requesting. You are the one preparing to receive. This is the transition from effort to ease, from pushing to flowing, from fear to trust. The work is no longer about getting, it's about letting. Letting your good in, letting the blessings arrive, letting the energy you've already summoned take form in your reality. And allowing is not passive. It is a deeply active state of surrender. Not the kind of surrender that gives up, but the kind that trusts so fully it no longer interferes. You stop trying to control the outcome. You stop checking in to see if it's working. You stop micromanaging the how and when and who. Instead, you become open, calm, and expectant, like someone who has ordered a beautiful gift and knows it's on its way. Imagine a gardener who plants a seed. She doesn't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. She trusts the soil. She waters it. She gives it sunlight. And most of all, she allows time and nature to do what they do best. She does not beg the flower to bloom. She simply creates the conditions in which it can bloom. This is the energy of allowing. You create the space, you open your heart, you align your vibration, and then you step back, you relax, you breathe, and you let life surprise you. Say to yourself, many people say, but I've been asking for so long and nothing has changed. And the question is not whether the universe heard you. The question is, have you been allowing it to arrive? Have you truly believed it was possible? Have you felt worthy of receiving it? Have you released the resistance that pushes it away? Resistance comes in many forms. It comes as worry, as doubt, as overthinking. It comes in the habit of constantly affirming, but never feeling. It shows up when we are so busy trying to make it happen that we don't see it already unfolding. But when you release resistance, everything becomes lighter. You don't need to chase, you don't need to strive, you just need to stay in the flow. Allowing feels like peace. It feels like certainty. It feels like standing in the middle of your life, hands open, saying, I trust that what is mine is already on its way. And you keep living, you keep loving, you keep enjoying the now, because joy is the path, not the reward. When you stop asking and start allowing, you begin to notice how supported you already are. You see the signs, you feel the nudges, you become aware of how much is already working in your favor. And suddenly the waiting doesn't feel like waiting. It feels like preparing. It feels like aligning. It feels like coming home to yourself. Because the truth is, your desires are not separate from you. They are not outside of you. They are expressions of your spirit, your purpose, your expansion. And when you allow them in, you are simply allowing yourself to be more of who you really are. You don't need to keep knocking on the door. It's already open. You don't need to convince the universe. It's already working on your behalf. All you need to do is release the tension, let go of the timeline, and allow the magic to move through you. So let it be easy. Let it be graceful. Let it be natural. The more you allow, the faster it flows. The more you trust, the clearer the path becomes. The more you receive without resistance, the more joy you bring not only to yourself, but to the entire field of creation. You are worthy. You are ready. It is safe to receive. You don't have to try harder. You just have to soften, open, and allow. There is immense power in acting as if it's already done. When you embody the energy of your fulfilled desire, you invite it into your life more quickly, more naturally, and with far less resistance. Acting as if is not pretending or faking, it's aligning. It's choosing to live in the frequency of your answered prayer instead of the feeling of lack or delay. When you act as if, you are not chasing your dreams. You are walking side by side with them. You are showing the universe through your actions, your mindset, your posture, and your tone of voice that you trust the process, that you are no longer waiting, that you are no longer doubting, that you are living as if the desire has already arrived. And the universe responds to that kind of certainty. Most people think, I'll believe it when I see it. But the truth is, you'll see it when you believe it. And when you begin to act in alignment with that belief. This means you step into the version of yourself who already has what you want. You dress like her. You think like her. You speak like her. You carry yourself like someone who is deeply rooted in knowing, not hoping. If you desire abundance, act as if abundance is already flowing. That doesn't mean spending carelessly. It means moving with a sense of freedom and sufficiency. It means noticing all that you already have and honoring it with gratitude. If you desire love, act as if you are already deeply loved. That means treating yourself with kindness, speaking to yourself with tenderness, and showing up as someone who believes they are worthy of deep connection. The vibration of "it's already mine" is a magnet for your desires. This doesn't require arrogance, it requires assurance. It's a calm confidence, a gentle knowing. When you act as if, You are not forcing anything. You are flowing with the energy of what's already on its way. You're not proving, you're not performing. You're simply being the person who lives the reality you want to manifest. Think of a time when something wonderful was already planned for you. A vacation, a celebration, or a long-awaited visit from a friend. You may not have been there yet, but you felt the excitement. You packed your bags, you cleared your schedule, you made space for joy before it even arrived. That's what acting as if feels like. It's preparation mixed with faith. It's readiness rooted in belief. When you walk through your day acting as if it's done, everything about your energy shifts. You make decisions from a place of wholeness, not from neediness. You speak with conviction, not with fear. You become a vibrational match to the outcome you desire, and life rearranges itself around your certainty. Acting as if is not about denying your current reality. It's about infusing the present with the energy of your desired future. It's about choosing your inner world first, knowing that the outer world will follow. Everything begins within. Every manifestation starts with a thought, a feeling, a belief. If you desire health, act as if you are already healing. Nourish your body with care. Rest when you need to. Speak loving words to yourselves. If you desire success, act as if you already carry that success within you. Wake up with intention. Take inspired action. Celebrate each small win as a sign of what's unfolding. You don't need to wait for confirmation before you start behaving like the person you're becoming. Your future self is already living the life you desire. And every time you act as if, you're bringing that version of you closer into the now. You're collapsing time. You're making the invisible visible. Let your thoughts reflect your faith. Let your energy reflect your arrival. Let your habits reflect the life you know is yours, even if no one else can see it yet. Let your belief be enough. Because the moment you decide to act as if it's already done, the universe begins to act in harmony with you. It brings people, opportunities, and circumstances that mirror your readiness. The outside always reflects the inside. So walk forward today as if everything is falling into place, because it is. Speak as if the door has already opened, because it has. Love yourself as if your dreams are already here, because in truth, they've been waiting for your alignment all along. It is already done in the mind of the universe. Now let it be done in yours. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a frequency, a language, and a powerful bridge between where you are and where you long to be. When you live in gratitude, you open the gates to abundance. You shift your focus from what is missing to what is already present. And in doing so, you begin to attract more of the good you are recognizing. There is no faster way to align with the life you desire than to begin appreciating the life you already have, even if it feels small, even if it feels incomplete. Gratitude doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. It asks you to see clearly, to honor the now, and to say with your heart, "This is enough, and I am open to more." Every time you say thank you, you make room for more blessings to enter. You say to life, "I see you, I value you, I welcome more of your goodness," and life responds with generosity. Because life is always listening, your energy is always speaking, even when your mouth is quiet. When you focus on what you lack, you send out a vibration of not enough, and that energy multiplies. But when you focus on what you love, what you cherish, what you are thankful for, you create a magnet for more of it, more peace, more connection, more clarity, more joy. Gratitude is not about pretending things are perfect. It's about finding the light even in the dark. It's about training your mind to look for what's working. Because even in difficult times, there is always something to be thankful for. A breath, a lesson, a chance to begin again. Some people wait for the big miracles before they feel grateful. But gratitude isn't just a response to a blessing. It's the doorway to it. When you practice gratitude before the manifestation, you become a vibrational match to your desires. You signal to the universe that you already feel fulfilled. And that fulfillment creates the perfect space for more to arrive. Be thankful for your body even as it heals. Be thankful for your finances even as they grow. Be thankful for love even as it finds its way to you. Be thankful for your purpose even as it unfolds. Gratitude says, I trust that what I have is enough and what I desire is already on its way. The bridge from wanting to receiving is built with words like thank you, I appreciate, I am blessed, and I am grateful. These are not just pretty phrases. They are energetic codes that unlock the flow of good in your life. They soften resistance. They quiet fear. They call in grace. Gratitude heals the heart, it shifts the story, it rewires the brain to see beauty where there was once frustration. When you make it a daily practice, when you pause to notice the little things, you begin to see how deeply supported you already are. And from that awareness, miracles can rise. Start each morning with gratitude. Thank your breath. Thank the bed that held you through the night. Thank the light streaming through your window. And as your day unfolds, keep giving thanks for the food on your table, the water that flows, the technology that connects you, the strangers who smile. Gratitude creates momentum. One grateful thought leads to another, and soon your entire mindset is transformed. You stop waiting for joy and start creating it. You stop craving more and start celebrating now. And that celebration opens the way for more good than you ever imagined. If there's something you're waiting for, a relationship, a breakthrough, a dream, don't just ask for it. Give thanks as if it's already yours. Close your eyes and feel the joy of having it. Say thank you from the depth of your being. That energy, pure, open, trusting, becomes the invitation for the universe to say yes. And even when life feels uncertain, gratitude grounds you. It brings you back to what matters. It quiets the mind and strengthens the soul. It reminds you that even in the waiting, you are growing. Even in the delays, you are learning. Even in the silence, you are supported. So be generous with your gratitude. Speak it, write it, feel it, let it rise from your heart and color everything you see. And watch how your life begins to bloom, not because it suddenly became perfect, but because you opened your eyes to the perfection that was already there. Right? Gratitude is the bridge to more. More peace, more clarity, more love, more life. Cross it often and trust that each thank you is building something beautiful, one sacred moment at a time. Staying in the energy of trust is one of the most powerful things you can do to manifest the life you truly desire. Trust is not passive. Trust is active energy. It's not sitting back and doing nothing. It's holding a steady vibration even when things don't make sense yet. It's choosing to believe in the unseen. It's believing that the universe is always conspiring in your favor, even when circumstances temporarily suggest otherwise. When you stay in the energy of trust, You quiet the voice of fear and awaken the voice of inner knowing. You begin to walk through life with a sense of peace because you're no longer constantly asking when, how, or what if. Instead, you say with calm certainty, it's already handled. I don't have to figure it all out. I just need to align with the next step, and the next one will appear. Many people sabotage their manifestations not because they don't ask, but because they ask and then doubt. They ask and then immediately start worrying about whether it will come, how it will come, and if they're worthy of it coming at all. But the truth is, your job is never to control the outcome. Your only job is to stay in alignment with the version of you that already has it, and trust is the bridge between that version and where you are now. Trust is the soul's way of saying, I know what I asked for is coming because I'm in harmony with the power that creates worlds. This kind of trust is magnetic. It draws solutions. It draws people. It draws divine timing. It brings answers when logic has run out and clears paths that your human mind couldn't have possibly imagined. The universe does not operate on panic. It doesn't speak the language of desperation. It flows where peace lives. It answers the vibration of trust when you stay in that place. Even in the face of delay or silence, you show the universe that your faith is stronger than your fear. That is where miracles begin. Think of a gardener planting seeds. She doesn't dig them up every day to see if they've sprouted. She waters them. She nurtures the soil. She trusts that growth is happening beneath the surface. She understands that her role is not to force the bloom, but to prepare for it. The same is true in your life. Trust waters the seeds you've planted. It allows them to grow in divine timing. There will be moments when nothing seems to be moving. There will be times when you feel like you're standing still while others rush ahead. These are the moments that define your journey. Will you slip into doubt, or will you rise into trust? Will you question your path, or will you stand tall and say, something better is on its way? I don't need proof. I have peace. Staying in trust doesn't mean you won't have fears. It means you don't feed them. It means you recognize those fearful thoughts and gently return to love. You return to your breath. You return to the present moment. And you remind yourself that life is always unfolding for your highest good, even when it doesn't look like it. The energy of trust allows you to rest not because you've given up, but because you've given over. You've released the need to control every detail. You've surrendered the need to manipulate the timing. And in doing so, you create space for something even better than what you envisioned. Trust invites you to live as though the outcome is already written, and it is. When you feel tempted to chase, to worry, or to beg the universe for signs, pause. Take a breath. And remember that everything you desire is already seeking you. Trust anchors that truth in your heart and allows it to take root. Let trust be your default state, not something you visit only when things are going well. Let it live in your words, your thoughts, your actions. Let it shape the way you wake up in the morning and the way you rest your head at night. Let trust become your frequency, your rhythm, your quiet power. Because when you stay in the energy of trust, you no longer chase anything. You allow everything. And in that space of allowing, life meets you with open hands. It gives not because you demand it, but because you are aligned with the vibration of receiving. You are no longer begging, you are being. You are no longer hoping, you are knowing. And that, more than anything else, changes everything.